the feeling of missing out, or FOMO. This is very, very common across all people. Everyone feels this at some point, especially in today's society where social media is at play all the time. You basically feel as if you're not spending your life the way you should. Other people are having experiences you wish you could have, but you don't or can't or whatever. This is just more prevalent because, if you're perpetually online, you're seeing other people's highlight reels all the time, doing interesting things that you wish you could go do, but you're just watching Netflix again or whatever. So, I kind of want to talk about this because I think a lot of autistic people feel this. And I think it stems from the socialization, issues with autistic people, how it's difficult to make connections, keep connections, so on and so forth. I can only really talk about it through the lens of a single autistic person here, but I do think a lot of these things have a broader significance than just in myself. So, the feeling of missing out and socialization. To begin, I think I'm seen as very, very antisocial, and really I've called myself that before, because in many ways I am. I try to avoid social interaction almost at all costs at certain points in my life. It's pretty bad, and just like everyone else, I almost feel like a fish out of water after a little bit of time, like I'm gasping for air because I need to socialize just like everyone else. So a lot of times I felt as if I was kind of broken because I'm antisocial but I want to socialize. Like, what the heck? Like, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. It's not that I am antisocial though. I'm anti-bullying for one. I'm anti-criticism. I'm anti having to act like you. I'm anti-unfair treatment. I'm anti a lot of those things that come along for the ride. It's never just the socialization. It's a lot of other things that kind of drives me away from people. And my teen years and my childhood years weren't that bad, as in I had a pretty normal experience, but there's a ton of things around here and there where I wish I would have known more about being autistic so I could have acted this way, and, I wish I would have understood this or picked friends like that, or, so on and so forth. Basically, I don't have that much regrets about growing up to about my adulthood life, but there's still some feeling of missing out. And I think a lot of autistic people feel that way in general, feeling as if you never really got to be yourself after it's all said and done. For me, I more so had it in my adulthood life, because this is where I started getting very, very, very antisocial, where I didn't want to be around anyone. Not that I didn't want to be around anyone, I didn't want to be around all the other stuff. And yeah, I could just say that, especially now going through my 20s, I wish I had those friends that I could just call up and go do something and just go do the thing. Like, a lot of times, I have friends, I got enough friends, maybe too many, but it's always a lot of effort, I feel like. Like, I'm not sure if I'm going to perform well today for the other person almost. Like, it's always on me, I feel like, to act up to other people's expectations. And maybe that's me setting myself up. But to a degree, I think it's there for a reason. It's not just there for no reason, I don't think. And it's just so incredibly common in the autistic community, as well as it's well documented. So, I just find that I really wish I had friends I could be comfortable around. It's as simple as that. And I did have it at one point. I did. And so, to some respect, it's like it got taken away from me. I know a lot of people never had that sort of experience, having a group of friends to hang out with and just call and feel okay around. So, that sucks in itself. That sucks a lot in itself. I kind of feel that way with dating. I had a lot of girls who used to like me in high school, and I would never pursue any of it. I just cared about skateboarding. That's all I cared about. I just wanted to skateboard. I didn't want to go to parties and get drunk and have sex with girls like everyone else. So this kind of leads to it too, having a different set of interests. There's just not people like me in general. I'll have more fun going to a chalkboard and doing math and physics problems, leisurely, not really pushing myself too hard, but doing problems I've never seen that I can do fairly easily. that will be more fun to me than going to a party with a bunch of people. Like, when the hell does that happen? And I would love to do those sort of things with another person, but overall, people wouldn't do it. Like, I would drink beers and get drunk and high and do math and physics. Like, it's just not common. Not very common. So, I almost feel like I'm too dumb for the smart kids and too smart for the athletic kids. So, it's like I'm in this weird spot where it just feels, quite frankly, a little bit lonely. And I think a lot of autistic people can feel this way, especially when socializing with people. So we just naturally get this sense of missing out, not just for the experiences that you get from socializing with people, but also just that simple luxury of feeling comfortable around somebody. So, I do hope that I'll have that sort of friend again. I have friends, it's just, I feel like I need to watch myself for the most part. Some of my friends are just busy. It's like I do enjoy being around them. It just seems like it never works out. It just never works out. And I do have friends that I enjoy being around, and we do have a good time. It's just nobody like me. I always have to kind of talk about what they want to talk about, have to do what they want to do, and at a certain point, I just kind of want to do what I want to do a little bit. So maybe if I just keep true to myself, and same with all other autistic people, this sort of thing will just kind of find its way into our lives. But that's a good start, I guess, right? Don't try to be what other people want you to be yourself, and maybe then you can feel as if you're living your life, because that in a large respect is what FOMO is. But yeah, I think a lot of autistic people are going to experience this naturally. So I'll just leave off on, there's many experiences that I do have that I'm glad I had. I mean, I'm fine with playing video games alone a lot of the times. It's just too much. Too much of anything's bad. And I basically make myself be social these days. Like, sometimes I don't want to. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I don't want to. A lot of times I do end up having a good time, but I want this sort of forced sort of socialization to go away. And I think it's there because of all the things I said. So, maybe with time I'll get better, maybe not, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I think that if you're feeling like you're missing out because of your autism, you're not alone there. No, not by a long shot. And I can just keep going on and on here, so let's just end the rant at that.